Well, hey y'all, who wants a biscuit? We're gonna make some buttermilk gluten-free biscuits today, and this is out of my cookbook. And my friend Kim, not me Kim, her Kim, I love saying that, graciously let me put her bread flour recipes in my cookbook. And I'll put all of the places that you can find her because she has the best gluten-free products that I have, recipes I have ever seen. Now I have already made up the base blend, and if you want to see that video, you can scroll back, and that shows how Kim puts it together. And one thing, even if you bake regular, you're going to need a scale. This thing will make you look like an Einstein when people bite into something and go, oh boy, that's good. Okay, so I have weighed out 500 grams of Kim's bread flour. I have a fourth a cup of baking powder, and I have 1 teaspoon of salt, and this is Celtic sea salt, but you can use your favorite, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And just get this all whisked together. Alrighty, then I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to put together the liquid part of this. Okay, and I have 2 cold eggs, and I'm just going to break them in my dish. Of course, the first one I'm going to break in my dish, and the other one I'm going to break over here, just in case it decided to go bad on me. So we'll put these in here, and I'm going to get these whisked together real quick like. Okay, and I have 1 3/4 cup of cold buttermilk, and this is the full fat kind, y'all, and you really do need the full fat kind. And I'm just going to get this in here and get as much as possible out of there. Waste not, want not. Alrighty. Get this all mixed up. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to not make a bigger mess than I usually do. Set this aside. I have 3 sticks of cold butter that I have just sliced into pats, and we're just going to put this in here. Now you can use a pastry cutter to mix this if you want to, and I'm going to just opt to use my hands today. And you do want to squeeze this butter into this flour until it's just pulverized like little pieces of peas. And just get this going here. Okay, all done with that, and wash my hands so you didn't have to wait on me. But it is pulverized, and all these little wonderful pieces of butter are just getting all friendly with the flour. So, all right, let's pour in our buttermilk and egg concoction. Okay, and we're just going to stir this until it all comes together. Okay, it's coming together really well now. And you want to go down in there on the bottom and make sure you get all that flour off the bottom. All right, so now I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap, and I'm going to put it in the ice box. Some of you good people call it the refrigerator. It's these newfangled words, y'all, they get me every time. Anyway, I'll get this covered and put in the refrigerator. Now you do want to let this chill for at least 1 hour. You can do this up the night before, and it works like a treat. So I'll see y'all back when we're ready to make some biscuits and put them in the hot box over there. So I'll see you back in just a little while. All right, these were in the refrigerator for over an hour, and I'm just going to put some of my flour out down here and put a little to the side. So let's just smooth that around. And y'all are going to say, you got too much flour? And it's going to be okay. I promise you. Okay. Now, let's get this doped out. See if I can dope it out without it getting all over me too. There we go. Okay, get that all out of here. There we go. All right, now let's get this. Let's get to getting here. So I'm going to bring all this together. And we're not going to roll this out or anything like that. It doesn't have to be rolled out. Just have to You're gonna bring it together just by playing with it. This is the fun part. I always loved making bread. When Mother was making bread when I was a little kid, she always would give me some that I could play with. And it was great fun. Great fun. And Mother made donuts. You tell where my brain is. She made biscuits almost every day of my life. Daddy loved biscuits. And sometimes she would make, just 2 biscuits. And she'd do it in a bowl and just make just 2 biscuits for Daddy. But if she was making a whole bunch, a lot of times she made them like Brenda Cat does. So there's not just one way to skin a cat or one way to make biscuits. And you'll notice you don't have to fold and double layer and all that kind of stuff. Not with this recipe, but I am going to get it pretty good and flattened. Okay. And I've got my 9 by 13 over here. Get a little more flour for my biscuit cutter. Now you can use any size biscuit cutter you would like. And I'm going to use this, about a 2-incher today. And I'm just going to put it straight in here. Now, I'm not going to cook these in an iron skillet, because you put these in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour to let the butter get all firm back up before you pop them in that 400 degrees. And I don't want to put my iron skillet in the refrigerator. First off, it takes up way too much room. And the skillet's going to get so cold that it's not going to do that. See how thick that is? The skillet's going to get so cold, it's not going to heat up right. So I'm just going to keeping on. And you can roll this dough back, the little ends. You can roll this all together. It's not going to get tough on you like regular cookies do. Cookies. What is wrong with me? First donuts and then cookies. I guess that means I need to work on some of those recipes for y'all and with y'all, don't I? That's kind of what that sounds like to me. Okay, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And I think whenever I roll these all back together, I'm going to use that little bitty cookie cutter thing there. So I'll see you back whenever I get ready to do that. Okay, well, I've got these. Let's say I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 there. And I put the rest of this dough back together. And we're going to use the smaller size. And I can't tell you where to get these. I mean, I could if I would. I can't. These were my grandma's, so I don't have any idea where these little cutters came from. Probably down to the old Ben Franklin, the 5 and dime. Back in the day, we had those everywhere. Precursor to the dollar holler. Okay. Now these will freeze real well. What I like to do is make up a batch and bake them completely, and then I put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. And then I can take one out at a time whenever I get ready to have a biscuit. And I have found that to work very well. And I just defrost it, and I just pop it in my, most time, little toaster oven. See if I can make some more room here. And just heat them up like that, and they're delicious. All right, I'll do this last little part, and then I'm gonna pop this in my 400-degree oven and let it bake until they are beautifully golden brown and delicious. I think I've got room for one more. All right, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all when these come out of the oven. I'm gonna put some butter on the top of these, and then I'm gonna put these in the oven at 400. And I did not want y'all to miss this step, because this little step right here just is one of the things that just makes these absolutely delicious. So I will see you back when they come out of a 400-degree oven, and I'll tell you how long it took. I'll see you back here in just a second. Look at this delicious pan of biscuits. I cooked it in total 35 minutes. After the first 15, I took it and rotated it in the oven. And they are beautiful. Look at this little gluten-free biscuit. My husband, the blessed man, can eat anything in the world. He says these are divine. So that's high praise to me. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Now what I do, I take these and I'll take them out of the pan and I'll completely let them cool. Okay, let's concentrate on this right here. Here's the money shot. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Boy, howdy. We are ready to put some sausage on this for a little sausage biscuit. Tear it open and put some gravy on top of it. Oh boy, there's so many possibilities. So there we go. And I'll share Kim's information, and you can too have these delicious biscuits at your next breakfast. And you'll impress your friends because these are beautiful. But here's the real part. I might cry. This is divine. Now, you people that can eat regular biscuits probably don't get why this is such a mountaintop experience, because you get to eat anything you want to. The rest of us, we don't have to have substandard gluten-free products anymore. Kim from Let Them Eat Gluten-Free Cake has just done such a phenomenal job of giving us the most wonderful recipes. And I'll put all of her information, and I'll put a link to last year whenever we did our strawberry freezer jam, because it's almost strawberry time up here in Northeast Arkansas. I'm just going to stand here in the quiet and enjoy my biscuit. And y'all go do something fun and have a good day. Bye, y'all.